All right, good morning, everyone. Drop your questions in chat. Let's get to work. PLTR, sell the news. I mean, we never hold into earnings. If you hold into earnings, you're what's commonly referred to as a degenerate gambler, aka a YOLO trader. Earnings are tonight. You should always be out before earnings. Before earnings, unless you are a total POS gambler. FPRX. I don't think there's anything going on with FPRX, is there? Hanging around. Okay. Oh, back up. Putting up a fight. I would say, let me jump back a little bit. Actually, I didn't realize FPRX was gapping up 20%. So I would say a break of that, probably yesterday's highs at the open. Nice. Thank you, David. I didn't see this because of the volume. This is what's funny about 2020. I don't even scan for stuff less than a million volume. It's nuts. And not to spend too much time on this, but I just, it's wild. It used to be in the olden days, this time of day, I'd be looking at anything trading 50,000 shares. 2020, if it's not trading a million in pre-market, I don't even care. So that being said, thank you again, David. So FPRX lives to fight another day. I like this over 24 pod after the market open yesterday. JJ McClain, which I know it's JJ McClain from Die Hard. I won't redo that joke. Yippee-ki-yay! Well done, JJ McClain. PLTR broke 16, but earnings are today. I would sell into earnings. You're sitting on a nice 15% gain. JJ, don't get greedy. Listen, one of the reasons 90% fail at this is people get greedy. I mean, again, if you got a nice 15%, listen, PLTR is slow moving stock, real company, okay? It's not like it's some, low float penny stock. I mean, that's a nice gain, very low risk. Don't gamble into earnings. So, Sean asked about Rev. A lot of people were trading Rev yesterday. I don't know. These aren't the kind of plays that get me excited. I don't know. So Carl Icahn, I don't know. It's just, it's makeup. I don't know. Listen, if Carl Icahn's on the board, it's a possible trade. I prefer EV plays. I prefer biotechs. Cloud computing, social network. I mean, there's just so many sectors out there. So, boring sector, in my opinion. So, that's just my opinion. Do with it what you will. Okay? TZA, don't want to be a bag holder. Isn't TZA isn't that an ETF? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't want to be a bag holder, but can it go lower? Well, anything can go lower. Listen, this is the thing I tell everyone, Grant, and you might not know this. These ETFs, and I know I went off on weed stocks yesterday, and I promised I did my meditation today. and I promised not to rage. These 3X ETFs, these are not intended for swing trading, okay? No. You should not be swing trading these. These are, no. I'll move on. I'm going to get mad. Yeah, Audio Junkie says Rev. Makeup? Seriously? Exactly. Well said, Audio Junkie. I agree. iMac. IMAC. 10 million float, traded 5 million shares. Has a history of one and dones. 945 dip and rip or an ignore. You know, this is a very one and done chart. I mean, classic one and done. Classic one and done chart. And it does not feel frothy out there today. Okay. It just doesn't feel like one of those like crazy days like we had last week. So unless it's really frothy, like just like there's all kinds of FOMO and emotion out there, I tend to try and avoid these one and done doji charts, as we call them. And I know I've been talking a lot of jargon lately, getting a lot of DMs, you know, like whether it be the rule of 10 or the chart patterns or candlesticks. You know, I say this every day. Check out the Steady Trade team, okay? I can only get so in-depth in a 10-minute live stream. So, if you want to know, I got a bunch of questions about the rule of 10. I mean, it's like, it takes 15 minutes just to explain that. So, anyway, only 9:45 or later on a chart and a day like this. But watch odds for quick in and out. Demetri says HYLN has earnings. Yeah, I mean, but these SPACs have been dead, man. They've been dead. I would not try and dip by any of these things. You know, and I've talked about this nonstop. Blame Nikola. Blame Nikola. Blame Trevor Martin. You know, Google Nikola. Right? Trevor Martin, right? Did I get his name right? No. Yeah, Trevor Martin Nikola. He ruined it for everybody. Trevor Milton. Sorry. So anyway, he ruined all the EV SPACs. Look into him. He's a sketchy. You know, he's like Elizabeth Holmes 2.0. He ruined all the EVs. So, or I should say the EV SPACs, I should say. Plug. Last I knew, Plug was gapping up. Plug. No, Plug's red. Great. Awesome. Yay. Awesome. I love that Plug's opening red. This is a textbook week open red to green. Yay! Oh, somebody revoked my man card for that. Yay! Totally a classic week open red to green. Love this slight gap down here. Might be my main, based on, you know, again, I'm not in love with iMac. I'm not in love with a lot of these runners. At this point, I would have to say Plug, my main watch. Now, at this point, obviously it's only 8:39 a.m., but I like this. I mean, it closed strong last night. New 52-week high. I mean, you know, I go back to the top 10 patterns ebook. This is about, like, if you're looking for an example from the ebook, whether or not you trade Plug, this is like, I hate to use perfect, but this is like almost a textbook example of what we want to see on a week open red to green, and I would call this my main watch as of right now. So Still early. Man card revoked. Savage. ZCMD. Don't worry. I'll eat. I'll eat like 2 packs of venison today. Hopefully that'll get me my man card back. Not my favorite chart. Another big one and done. Lots of resistance. I say late day only. This has got to push. This has got to hold VWAP late day only. I hate this big candle, and I hate all that resistance at 3. I really think this is going to struggle to break 3. But if it's above that area, into the afternoon, you got something. But, and I want to be clear, going back to like what I said on iMac, you got to realize, there's a time to be aggressive and there's a time to dial things back. So if you were here, 2 weeks ago, before the election, I kept saying, be conservative, trade less, trade smaller. I said, wait till after the election. Then what did we get? We had 4 or 5 days of madness. Then we come in today, feels a little more subdued. So only if it can break 3 resistance. So recognize the environment is what I'm getting at. All trading days aren't the same. And if you're new, I listen, I know this might be confusing to you, but again, it's all days aren't the same. There's different emotion. There's different, I'm struggling with the words here, but anyway, I'll move on. Some days are better than others. There. That shouldn't have been that hard to spit out, but some days are better than others. Sino, S-I-N-O. And today doesn't feel like a madness kind of day. So, SINO dip and rip over last night's highs. Whoops. What? I'm not trying to print. SINO dip and rip over last night's highs. All right, guys, have a great day. Closing comments, very similar to how I began. Sell your PLTR before earnings come out. Don't be a degenerate gambler. FPRX is very interesting. And then at this point, I would say plug week open red to green is my fave. Now, obviously, a lot can change. It's only 8:43 a.m. I'm glad all of you are enjoying the ebook. I got a ton of comments on that. The final version should be out, I'm hoping, maybe a week. I just got to make some of the changes that you guys suggested. And new podcast out this week. Check out the Steady Trade team. I had a new video talking about Bitcoin that hit the YouTube, hit everywhere. So have a great day. We'll see you next time. Again, doesn't feel like a day to get crazy aggressive. If you're under the PDT, maybe it's a day just to study or paper trade. Doesn't feel like the kind of day, especially if you're under the PDT, feels like a day to conserve your day trades, in my opinion. So.